Today, we will talk about an evidence based practice that can be used to increase the success in writing of general education students as well as students with disabilities. This EBP is called peer revision. The objective of peer revision is to revise documents and passages written by other students. Students must be grouped into pairs. Modeling is a crucial part of the teaching procedure for peer revision. The teacher should model questions for students to consider before swapping papers with their partner for peer revision. Some questions to consider are: does the paper fulfill its intended purpose? Will the audience understand what I have written? Does the form of the paper fit the purpose and my intended audience? Is my paper interesting? Is there anything that can be done to make my paper more interesting? Are there enough details or examples in the content of my paper? And does my paper read right? Students should become comfortable prompting themselves with these self-checking questions before turning their paper in for peer revision. Asking themselves these questions allows for students to make any edits and/or corrections themselves before their partner does. Once students are familiar with this reviewing process, students should be taught how to make the appropriate revision symbols during peer revisions. The teacher should provide numerous examples and a lot of opportunities for practice. As I mentioned, modeling is a crucial part of teaching peer revision. Teachers should next model appropriate interactions between paired students. Examples of how to give constructive criticism rather than ineffective, offensive comments about each other's writing should be modeled. Teachers should stress the importance of productive comments and interactions rather than just saying good job or bad job. Once again, examples of effective versus ineffective interaction should be given with opportunities to practice such language. In order to get students comfortable with the self-checking questions, making revision symbols, and using appropriate language for revision interactions, the teacher should give all students the same passage so that they can practice the necessary behaviors. The teacher should pair up the students and encourage them to practice role play. The teacher should check for understanding and always provide feedback. Once the teacher feels confident in the student's abilities and the students feel comfortable with the peer revision behaviors, the teacher should have the students revise their own drafts and then exchange papers with their partner for revision. The teacher should monitor the pairs and check for understanding, providing feedback and ensuring that students are staying on task. If students are having trouble, the teacher can stop the class and model the appropriate behaviors again. It is important to monitor progress and have follow-up conferences to ensure the success of the peer revisions. Teachers should meet with students after they have revised each other's papers. The teacher should examine the edits made by the students and make sure to grade the final paper with the suggested revisions in mind. Students should be held accountable for the revising skills that they have learned, using them correctly when necessary. There is a lot of research to support the benefits of this practice. Baker and Lundstrom, the authors of the article, "To give is better than to receive: the benefits of peer review to the reviewer's own writing," discuss how peer review is an important activity which allows writing teachers to help their students receive more feedback on their papers, as well as give students practice with a range of skills important in the development of language and writing ability, such as meaningful interactions with peers, a greater exposure to ideas, and new perspectives on the writing process. Students not only reap benefits from the feedback they receive, but also significantly from the process of giving it. There has also been evidence of the different types of feedback directly affecting the related writing skills. Hachan and Shun explain in their article, "Understanding the benefits of providing feedback: how students respond to peers' texts of varying quality." The focus of the feedback provided is likely to affect what knowledge is reinforced or gained. That is, providing feedback about low-level prose will likely increase knowledge about low-level writing issues, and providing feedback about high-level prose will likely increase knowledge about high-level writing issues. Therefore, it is important to examine which types of focus are the most beneficial to the provider. Because of this, teachers should strategically pair students who will benefit the most from working together.